Ed Turkel, manager of HPC marketing, worldwide HPC marketing for HP, Hewlett-Packard. We're here at ISC. Yes, we're here at ISC. And we just wrapped up the HPCAST, which is your user group meeting. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, this was actually the 16th meeting since the merger of HP and Compaq, when we at that time combined the user groups of the HPC user groups of HP and Compaq.
Oh yeah. So, kind of describe what's this meeting like? Is it 20 people? What are we talking about?
Well, so HPCAST is kind of like a small technical colloquium. We typically spend 2 days. We run the meeting twice a year, before the ISC meeting in June and also before the supercomputing meeting in November back in the States, usually the Friday and Saturday before. And typically the Friday is a series of plenum sessions where we have customers stand up and present to the whole audience. We have our HP staff stands up and talks about our plans, next generation systems, gives reports on new technologies and things. And then the second day is tutorials, and we have a whole parallel track of technical meetings of interest to the members of the group. And this is a big meeting. We typically get, actually this past meeting just this week, we had 220 participants, and that's including customers, partners, and HP staff. So we get a terrific turnout.
So, people come to these shows, they're going to spend 3 or 4 days in Hamburg. To do HPCAST, they got to really extend that by 2-3 days, right?
Sure.
Why do you think, what kind of value are they getting that they keep coming to that year after year?
Well, yeah, I mean, the value is terrific in both directions.
Yeah.
So there's a great deal of information that they get in depth about what we're doing, but also what our partners are doing and what other customers are doing. So it's really an opportunity for a whole community to get together and share best practices, share what's new. So a lot of our partners will give presentations on their new technologies and so on. We have a number of our customers present on, again, the best practices of what they're doing with their systems, both how they manage the systems, how they've implemented, but also their scientific research. They'll talk about the benefits that they've gotten and how those systems have helped them with their leading edge research or engineering and so on.
Sure.
So they get a lot. And we find that by having it associated with the 2 most important meetings of the year, the ISC meeting here in Europe and the supercomputing meeting in the States, it makes it a lot easier because they're already coming to that. Extending by a few days is a little bit easier than having to justify another trip.
So this was my first HPCAST inside HPC, and what struck me is it felt like a community. It didn't feel like just another seminar of we're going to watch PowerPoint all day and have some coffee together. Is that a fair way to describe it?
Oh, absolutely. It does, by the end of the day, start feeling a little bit like death by PowerPoint, but it really is a community, and we've established over the years a very close personal relationship with our leading edge customers. And these are folks, we see each other on a regular basis, and again have a first name basis with many of them. They also know that because of the relationship they've built with our staff, they know they can call us up on the phone anytime if they have questions anytime in the rest of the year. And we've actually been extending the whole notion of HPCAST beyond just those 2 meetings. We've been having more and more local meetings. We just, this past year, finished 4 meetings in the Asia Pacific area, in Beijing, Tokyo, in Goa, in India, and in Seoul in Korea, where we basically did local meetings. And we had, between those 4 meetings, over 250 people attending HPCAST meetings. And we're doing the same thing, where we're going to have a series of small meetings spread out around the year, in addition to the 2 big meetings at ISC and supercomputing.
HP is a huge company. How many employees? Something like 100,000?
It's over 300,000, I think.
Over 300,000. So, having that it would seem to me that having that kind of one-on-one with your, not just execs, but the people that are writing the code and designing these systems, and I wanted to tape a bunch of your talks, but they were all under NDA. So I kind of came,
I apologize
came
for that.
away, yeah, but it was very valuable. So, I mean, how important do you think something like that is? I mean, for a customer, I'm dealing with this mega corporation, but suddenly I know I've got business cards for people I need to talk to.
Well, exactly, and,
Right?
and that's it. You know, it is. We are a very large corporation, the largest IT company in the world, and so on and so forth. But
Yeah.
you know, the HPC business is very focused, and the only way we can succeed is if we have that very close relationship with our customers, because it is a rather unique area. And whenever we're talking about new systems with our customers, it's not, you know, here's the catalog, you know, here's what's available. You know,
Right.
it's available in, you know, in blue, red, and green, and so on and so forth. Take your pick. Very often with our customers, we're talking about, you know, what's going to be available next year, or the year after that, or the year after that, so we can do long-term planning together.
Right.
And those kinds of discussions you can't do in the midst of a normal sales cycle. It's best to do it in this kind of a you know, collegial environment,
Sure.
where we can present our plans. And you know, I presented our plans for kind of the next year, and then we have our technical lead you know, has a conversation on you know, what's going beyond that, and we had a fellow from HP Labs who gave the presentation on the long-term, you know, research directions that we're doing in HPC.
Yeah.
That kind of information you can't get in the normal sales cycle, so it
right.
really creates a unique opportunity to create a dialogue with our customers, and HPC needs that. It's again, it's not something that you, as I said, you're just going to order out of the catalog.
Right, right. So just as a wrap.